Which of those two sounds like a better fit for you?
I didn't even think right. The numbers.
One second here.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So as far as hearing aids, on the left on the platinum plan, we've got
I see that.
195 to
I do see
70.
that.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking
70.
right at it now. Now that I know what you're talking about.
There you go.
And the other one is totally not covered right now. For here.
Correct. So like I said, there is a rider on the end of this package that's going to allow us to basically buy that back, since we're saving the 150 on the right plan, right side plan.
Yeah.
But with this one, it's already just bundled in.
I won't need
so
it
you-
anyway. What?
Correct. And again, every year when we revisit, if we want to add something or take something away, or if we need to revisit because of the doctors changing up, we'd be able to do that. Okay. So every annual enrollment period from the 15th.
You mean you're gonna have to talk to me at least once a year?
No, that's correct. I actually have a rule for myself. I have a 1-year check-in at minimum with all my clients, so that I know they're doing well, so that I hear they're healthy, and so that hopefully I can see them smile or hear them laugh.
It is kind of fun to be able to see who you're talking to.
I'm sure. Good. No, it's good to connect as well.
It's good to connect.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
All right.
it covers up to 1750. Oh, sorry. The copay is 195 to 1750, which
Good. Okay.
I mean the coverage is I don't know how expensive they are, so
I was gonna say, just for hearing out of pocket would be $17.50 for some. Ooh, that's a lot.
maybe they cost like 10,000. I'm not sure. But you do get additional coverage with the flex card if it does come up. Now here we are on dental.
Oh, yeah.
On the left, there's a little bit of a difference. On the right, you would actually get the same coverage if we got that rider. But again, you already have individual dental, so we're not too worried about it. And if we want to optimize the dental, we'll look at that a little later, but we'll take it step by step.
And I'm paying a premium for having this separate dental.
Exactly. So for right now, it's actually almost better with the smart savings plan on the right, with the 150 extra savings that's rebated back to your Medicare Part B premium, because it takes out part of this payment, which is covering the dental anyway.
Okay.
So you got your routine care, zero copay for once every 6 months.
Yeah.
You get X-rays once every 3 years, which is okay. That's fair. And then you get a zero copay with a $3,000 coverage limit. So you actually have a pretty rich dental plan on the left with the platinum on the right. If it worked out to be a better fit. Now I did check your dentist. I don't think he's in this network, so that would maybe you don't want to change dentists, and that's okay.
Right.
Maybe we leave
Right.
we leave it
Leave it like it is. Yeah.
You get a $3,000 coverage limit on these sorts of services, the comprehensive dental, and then vision. Both plans are going to give you a routine exam annually, $0 copay. You get a flex bonus on the vision on the left with the platinum. Basically, that's going to come up here in a few sections, but the flex card will let you choose between vision or hearing or dental, and use a little bit of extra funds for that.
Okay.
On the platinum, you get $300 for glasses or contacts. You get $100 on the right with the smart HMO for glasses or contacts.
Start going. I pretty much wear a drugstore reading glasses.
Yeah. So again,
They're fine.
just sort of optimizing. One plan a little bit more benefit rich. One is a little bit more. By no means is it poor. Like, you get really good coverage. It just kind of focuses on the essentials.
Right. The basic.
Well, I wouldn't even call the basics, but the essentials, the bare necessities.
Yeah, like that. Okay.
All right. Mental health, both are gonna have the same coverage. So you got $120 per day if you were like in a inpatient mental facility.
Yeah.
No, I don't see that happening anytime soon. But
We've had that in my family, unfortunately. My brother had really bad. Like puberty almost was about that time. He just screamed about everything. It was horrible. He did have to go get hospitalized for a little. That's sad. And had no control over it.
But he's doing much better now.
He actually is the only one of us that is married. He's doing well.
You see, so He came down a little bit just to rise to the top. So,
I guess.
but okay. But anyway, that the benefits there if ever
Yeah.
needed.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's some co-pays for mental health groups, psychiatric. A little bit of differences between the two.
Though. It's only what, $10,
$20, you know.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, because I think psychiatrists are like $80, $100 an hour out of pocket. Yeah. Skilled nursing, you get a $0 copay on the platinum plan.
Somebody wants to come over and make breakfast for me because I'm disabled.
No, that's actually that would be like in-home support services.
Yeah.
Which one of these plans is going to give you a little bit of time, a few hours on that annually. This is if you were in a skilled nursing facility where they have skilled nurses able to, administer medicines, take care of you as needed.
I believe my mom was in one of those right before she. I think that's her last.
And on that, like I said, on that health savings fund that we'll set up, you're gonna have some coverage to give you some basically like a fixed benefit, a cash benefit to basically offset or pay for those costs if that were to ever come up. So we're really gonna make sure that things are taken care of.
Or anything else, I'll be able to finance myself. Hopefully, anyway.
Well, we're just working on boosting that. So.
Okay.
Physical and speech therapy, both plans $0 copay. Ground and ambulance services, $50 for the platinum, $100 for ground, and $200 for air on the smart HMO. Again, if you get admitted, both those are waived. Transportation, you get no transportation on the smart HMO. If we come to a point where we need it, we can look back, but I don't see that as a big hurdle. You do get 24 or 12 round trips with 50 miles on the platinum plan.
Yeah, that's ambulance. Is that what that is?
No, that's where we were talking about. You would get rides, so they'll drop you off to like the CVS or the Walgreens. Maybe not to the front door of the casino or Liquorland, but
you don't think so?
Well, it does say plan approved locations, but like I said, if the Disney store is right next to the CVS, they would drop you off at CVS, and if you happen to walk in the wrong door,
before they pick me up and take me.
Exactly. Hey, all right. Part B, deductible. So now we're getting into prescription drugs. So both plans are pretty similar. Actually, they might almost be identical, but a little bit of a difference. A $0 deductible, $2,000. Oh, you know what? I think, okay, we do have the deductible on the HMO. So that's one caveat. But again, we're offsetting that with the health fund. Okay. So we have $2,000 as a maximum, so that's why they're separate. There's the maximum out of pocket for the medical and hospital, and there's a maximum out of pocket for prescription drugs. And then dental is also separate in its own. Okay. So this is what I was talking about. Your two prescriptions, they qualify under Select Care Tier 6. So if you do a 30-day supply, it's a $5 copay. If you do a mail order, it's a $0 copay on a 100-day supply.
Okay.
And tiers 1 and 2 is $0 copays. Tier 3 is a $40 copay per 30-day supply.
Okay, so I'm looking right at that.
Excuse me. And then, obviously, since this is 3 times the amount, approximately, you just triple this value here. 100, 300, 40, 20.
I see. Yeah. Yep.
Specialty tier, you get 33% coinsurance. So those are some pretty crazy, heavy-duty drugs. Fortunately, we're not worried about those. If that ever were to be the case, that's what we'd be looking at.
All right. A third. Interesting.
These two are going to be almost identical on prescription drugs. Just tier 3 is going to have a little bit, $5 more here. Instead of 40, it's 45. But same thing here, $5 and $0 on a 100 mail order. And actually, oddly enough, you get a little bit of a lower rate. So that's a little bit better for specialty tier on the Smart HMO. So that's one area that the Smart HMO is actually coming out ahead. You have a $590 deductible. So what that means is
until you get 600.
You would basically be paying out of pocket for the prescriptions, but then after that, that's pretty much the most you would be paying for the year, because after that it's about $5.
600.
So
yeah. Okay,
but compared to what we were already paying, you're paying $800 approximately, right? Because we did the math. You're paying about $200 a quarter, and you're paying about $800. So it's still about a $210 savings.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Nice.
And then keep in mind that's also with probably the insurance rated cost basis. So if you're paying out of pocket versus what you were paying for in the plan, it's probably going to be lower. Like, it's going to take some time before you hit that deductible maximum.
Of course.
And then, oh, here we go. We get to the fun stuff. These are the bonuses. You get an on-demand black card, which has over-the-counter benefits and healthy rewards. Both have those. You get the complete package. This is for the add-on or the rider for the dental. So since it's already covered in the platinum, it's not going to be double covered here.
No, that's all right. My dentist.
But all it's saying is you already have a form of it. On the HMO plan, you have these rates for coverage, and you have a $1,500 coverage limit. So it's not exactly the same. But what it does is it adds in these Care Anywhere and the hearing aid coverage. So you basically buy back that hearing aid coverage. And then you buy back also those trips, and you get additional $75,000 because you have a $25,000 worldwide credit towards emergency worldwide.
Oh, that's good, just in case you're traveling somewhere.
This adds an additional $75,000 in coverage. Now, we are going to already have that covered with one of our indemnity plans that we're bundling in. So we'll be okay. Fitness. You keep harping on me for the fitness. You're going to have fitness on both of these plans at a $0 copay. So got to confirm, I think you do get silver sneakers there, okay? And then you get a flex allowance on the platinum card, and you don't have a flex card on the HMO, so it doesn't have it there. You get a personal emergency response system, not covered on the Smart HMO unless you buy the additional package. You get a $10 copay for chiropractic on the Smart HMO, and you get a $0 copay for the platinum, and there's I think a limit on the visits. Maybe not.
I hope I don't need chiropractic. No thanks.
Yeah. But acupuncture, you got both of them cover it. Podiatry, both of them cover it. Over the counter, not covered on the Smart HMO, you get $25 a month. But you see, you don't get that because you're getting $150 back rebated. So where some of that comes out is these $25 a month towards over the counter, so on and so forth.
What does that mean by over the counter? Anything you want to buy at a drugstore?
So they give you like a catalog, and some carriers will work with like CVS. I'm not sure if any of them work with Walgreens.
Okay.
But you get $25 to select out of the catalog, and you have to use it. So it says no rollover.
Got it.
I mean, if you don't use it, it just expires.
It goes away.
But that could be towards vitamins or Epsom salt. I know my grandmother utilizes that from hers, because my grandma's one of my clients. So yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't have a bathtub in my little condo. I just a shower.
We gotta make like a port or something so you can add the salt to the water and get an Epsom shower. I don't know.
But I'd have to be sitting down at least.
No, I know that. Those part of the job.
I'm just sitting down in bubbles. The only bad thing about my condo, I think.
There we go. So, hey, maybe that fund, if we get it high enough, maybe that's the health bathtub fund.
Ooh, Yeah, I have 2 showers, but no bathtub.
Okay.
Isn't that weird?
So,
You
you get a telehealth on both of these plans.
That would be awesome. Okay. Which is you can call people. That's what you're saying, right? Telehealth is telephone.
It means video visits, video appointments.
Yeah.
So if you were sick or you just didn't feel like walking down to her office, I mean, well, St. Mary's, I know you can walk, but you probably drive to Vicky's office. You get 25,000 worldwide coverage for both plans.
St. Mary's. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
See, our office is in the next building over.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a big one.
Then you
Big
could.
building.
Okay.
I don't know either.
Durable medical equipment, you get a 20% co-insurance on the Smart HMO. For objects, items that are $350 or less, it's a $0 copay. For objects $350 or greater and continuous glucose monitors, it's 20%. In-home support, so this is 48 hours, which equals out to about 1 hour a week in the year.
All right.
Or you could get a $300 caretaker benefit per year, but the 12 hours is probably a little bit higher in value. So
Yeah.
this is where if you wanted someone or if you needed someone to come help out, prepare food meals or help cleaning, that's on the platinum.
It's the bed.
It's not covered on the HMO,
Yeah, I see
but
that.
again, it's the balance there. Caregivers not covered, but again, it's a $300 reimbursement for a year, which is very low. And then there's the extra benefits with chronic conditions, which you don't have any chronic conditions, very fortunately.
Yay.
So that walks us through both plans. So again, just to recap and highlight, on the left we got a little bit more benefit rich, although we're basically balancing that versus having $1,800 a year.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So that's pretty much where we're at.